my friends, it is January 1st, 2024. I'd like to think most of you are having a happy new year, but I know one place that is certainly not. And that, my friends, is Japan. After a major 7.6 earthquake with many aftershocks has struck and caused significant damage, including a swarm of tsunami warnings, some of which have hit the shores already and are expected to be anywhere from 1 to 5 meters in height. As of right now, a bulk of the tsunami warnings have come to an end, but they are still urging people at this moment to get to higher ground and to be on the safe side of this very bad situation. In just the 7 hours after this earthquake took place, there have been tons of videos coming in like this one you see here of water and waves moving up this canal in the opposite direction, and some of these videos are those confirmed tsunamis that were reported. All right, let's jump in and take a look at this initial earthquake of 7.6 followed by a bunch of large aftershocks. Also in this video, we're going to take a look at the largest solar eruption that took place just hours before this earthquake. You're seeing a short video of that on your screen now. This is the largest solar eruption since 2017. Make no mistake, my friends, these two situations are absolutely related. We've been talking about this for weeks on the channel, specifically a major event taking place in the Pacific Ocean. As we zoom down into the area of Japan, you get an idea of all the different aftershocks, including the major earthquake that took place. If we switch this over to 6.0 and higher, here is our initial earthquake. 8 hours ago, a 7.5 downgraded. Some of the readings were at 7.8 and 7.9. So a very large, strong, and shallow earthquake at just 6.2 miles in depth. That is why there is so much damage and these tsunami buoys have been triggered, because this is well above the strength needed to cause these situations. In fact, just think about this for a second. If this was in fact a 7.5, that is 10 times stronger than a 7.4. So each decimal point this moves up is 10 times the strength of the previous decimal point. And right after that initial quake, we had a 6.2, and that was just the beginning. There are still plenty of aftershocks being reported even as I make this video right now. And this is just mind-blowing. Just hours before this event took place, we had the largest solar flare that we have seen since September of 2017. This was measured as an X5, as you could see here on this chart, causing immediate radio blackouts, and as we've discussed many times on this channel, directly affects the Earth's magnetic field and in turn the Earth's crust, and in turn large earthquakes. Even though we are receiving a lot of video on the internet of this earthquake and the damage, I tried jumping on some of these webcams here near the epicenter of the earthquake, and as you could see to your right, this is an image just before the earthquake struck, and then the very next image is this. So a lot of these cameras and webcams were knocked out on the initial jolt of the earthquake, which means a lot of this we have to rely on what people submit on places like X and YouTube. It is safe to say that this is the biggest story that we are waking up to for the new year. And of course, it's impossible to look at this situation and not think of the 2011 tsunami that struck Japan after a 9.0 earthquake struck that area. So naturally, they're checking out all the nuclear power plants and assessing all the damage that has taken place. And because this is such a new situation, we don't know exactly what the extent of the damage is. We know it's a lot based on what's been uploaded to the internet, but unfortunately it is now dark in that area, making rescue efforts even more difficult, and then of course the added panic of the new year. I highly recommend you check out the videos I've posted over the last 2 weeks, because we have been specifically talking about the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans when it comes to all sorts of phenomena, like the rogue waves we've been dealing with in California, the unreported earthquakes in the Atlantic we posted about a few days ago, and the countless warnings we've had in the Pacific Ocean that we've been talking about, specifically a large earthquake with the threat of a tsunami. So not only have we had one of the biggest and dangerous earthquakes we've seen in a long time, but this is coming on the heels of a powerful solar event that is getting very hard to ignore. And even though that initial energy has already hit the Earth, causing those radio blackouts, we should expect whatever force we're going to get from this solar event to take place in the next day or two as that energy reaches the Earth. Please check out the Instagram and X channels, as I'll be posting updates on this situation as we move into this new year. And considering the news, I hope all of you can have a good rest of your New Year's Day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Canada, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.